Really, really, really good sweet stuff. We have our keto cups coming up, which are sugar-free, which are amazing. But before we get to that,
Yes.
there are two of my favorite items in all of our food items are the pulled pork and these pork tenderloins from Killer Grillers.
Yes.
If you love lean, delicious, caramelized, award-winning pork loin, which means it's very lean, well, we got champions. In fact, there's Brian Teeter.
Brian!
Right there, my boy Brian. He's an award winner. So they do all the work. They pack it up, freeze it, send it to you.
Yep.
All ready to go, sauced and everything, right?
Yep.
All you need to do is heat it. You can heat it in your, I wouldn't do it in the microwave, but you can heat it in your oven, air fryer, whatever way you want to cook it. And let me just tell you, the flavor is amazing. You see that red, pink? Look at that. Oh my gosh.
How juicy. Look how juicy.
That's the smoke ring.
That's the smoke
around
ring.
the outside.
Yep.
Wow, Carrie.
And all I did was just, I cut into it and I pressed it. This is Killer Grillers, and you were just looking at Brian Teeter. This is competition style barbecue out of Memphis, Tennessee. Brian and his partner, JB Smith, they have won so many competitions with all of their barbecue. You may have tried their barbecue here. I don't know if you've tried their tenderloin. This is probably my favorite in the pork family.
Yeah.
Like anytime I hear the tenderloin's on the menu, I'm like, absolutely.
Well, it's
I
so
love
lean,
it. It is so lean, and I love it so much more than even a pork chop. You want to cut some?
I gotta try a piece.
Please do. I love it even more than a pork chop because I feel like it's so flavorful. And the way that Killer Grillers is doing this is that low and slow method so that you keep it super juicy. You get that smoke ring throughout that you're seeing. That can only be accomplished with that low and slow method.
Oh my gosh.
And that means it's locking in all those flavors. So firstly, they're choosing the most high quality pork loins, okay? And you're getting 3 pork loins. So they're 3 1.5 pound pork loins. Then they're slow smoking them, locking in those flavors.
So freaking good. I mean, it's, put it this way, and what I love about it too is they're whole tenderloins.
Yeah.
So you can do what you want with it, right? As far as how you serve it.
Sure.
You could chop it up and you can make it with like a fried rice on it.
I'm gonna do
Which
this
I love.
for the tacos.
You could slice it thin, you can make a sandwich. You could do it on a salad. You could do it over noodles. But here's the thing, we don't have a lot of these to go around. I don't get to air this very often because they're always in high demand. You will get 3 beautiful tenderloins. They're about 1.5 pounds each. They are already smoked, they are seasoned, and they are sauced. If you like tacos, like a delicious pork taco, a little cilantro, a little hot sauce, you will love this. What I like is they come frozen.
Yeah.
So you can take one out of the fridge, and you can put it out the night before if you want to.
Absolutely.
Right? Let it come to,
whenever
you want to use it.
All you gotta do is if you've frozen it, you just want to let
Take it out the night
come
before.
back to temp.
Yeah.
And then you can either grill it, which is what we highly recommend. You can also put it in the oven, or you can put it in the microwave. That is an option if that's all you have.
When I have time,
Yeah.
I put the oven on 250, and so I do it low.
Yes.
And slow, because I don't want to dry it out.
Exactly.
And that's after it's already come, you know,
actually
up to
perfect.
temperature. And I just cook it very, very slowly. I bought from a purveyor, I bought a smoked prime rib for Christmas. And that's how I did it, because it was already cooked.
I lost that guy.
And but it was a little bit par cooked, so it needed a little bit more. I just put it at like 250, just let it go for like 3 or 4 hours.
That
just
is
let
absolutely
it
perfect.
slowly warm up.
And I like to point out as we go here, this is end-to-end eating. So a lot of times if you buy tenderloins, especially like in say the grocery store, those ones have not been smoked usually, number one.
They're covered in silver skin.
They're covered in silver skin, which is the bad parts. And it's not end-to-end eating. I could take this end right here, and this is just as juicy, just as delicious, and look, I can pull it right apart like that, and it's absolutely perfect. So we really, really, really make sure that, again, it's end-to-end eating. You're getting 3 1.5 pound pieces. So this could be, and I want to show you, we took about 2.5 of them, and this is what we did with it in the platter.
So that's not even all 3.
That's not even all 3, no. So check out this platter that we did. Now think about the big game coming up. Think about maybe if you're having any events coming up, the ladies' luncheon.
Well, one tenderloin will feed about 4 people.
That's correct.
So, or 3 really hungry people or 2 starving people. But still, if it's me and Danny, we'd probably eat one ourselves.
I mean,
but that's a lot of food.
That's a lot.
But the point is, if you are empty nesters and you're thinking, okay, how many meals am I going to get out of this? If it's just the 2 of you, take one out, and you got 2 meals.
Yeah.
For 2 people.
Yeah.
And then the nice part is, in a pinch, you know, you've got meat in the fridge, you got meat in the freezer. Yes. You know, whenever you need it.
Absolutely.
And here's the thing, you could never make this. Well, I guess you could try to make it at home, but you're not going to have a pit with pit masters making it for you.
That's right.
I have a smoker at the house. I can't make what these guys do because there's so much mileage on their pits. That's like a really good pizza place.
It's special,
It's
absolutely.
the oven. It's where it's made.
And it's the spice arrangement that they do. And it's, taking that time to monitor it, because here's the thing. If we get on our own grills, it's a lot of babysitting, right? It's a lot of making sure, and sometimes you have to take it from the oven, then you have to take it back to the grill, then you have to take it back and you have to make sure it's smoking. And then these are 10, 12 hours of smoking recipes. So I love that all of the hard work is being done for you. That's what we love to do for you at Killer Grillers. We want you just to be able to heat and eat and make it super, super simple. So that's what we're all about. That's what you love about us. And the tenderloin, if you have not tried it, again, my favorite of the pork family. Take a look.
So this is a slice, and I went in a little bit, and what do you think? Is that gonna be, I mean, is that gonna be juicy? Look at this thing. I mean, it is, and it's falling.
Super tender. So like, I think like a lot of times I've had tenderloins from the store before, and like just say the regular grocery store, they're not smoked generally. You still have to cook them, but
They're
also
marinated.
they're super tough. Like I noticed, like, because again, I can't wait 10 hours to let it marinate
I have
and
to
cook.
update everybody. This looks like it might sell out.
Okay.
So we started with about 600. We're down to 300. All right. 200 in single ship.
Whoop.
And about 100 left in auto ship. Remember, what is auto ship? Auto ship just means if you want to get this every 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, you secure the price now. You get free shipping and handling. All my food is free shipping and handling. But you secure that price, and now, because trust me, you could eat 1 or 2 of these every month easily. So if you want to get them every 2 or 3 months, you've always got them. And remember, the idea is, you want to make a Cuban sandwich. Slice this thin.
Delicious.
Get your Swiss cheese.
Yep.
Get your pickles.
Yep.
Your various mustards, assorted mayonnaise, whatever else you want to put on there. You will make the best Cuban you've ever had in your life. And Cuban does have roast pork in it. That's one of the things that we know down here in Florida.
Yep.
Big Cuban state down here with Florida. But I just can't get over the ease of it. You don't have to worry about anything. You can't overcook it. All you want to do is warm it. All right, and it doesn't take long. Probably take, like I said, low and slow, an hour. If you want to put it in the oven at 250, it'll be fine. You could also grill it.
Yep.
You could just throw it in the oven on a sheet pan. Doesn't matter because it is sauced, and the flavor is already built in.
It's already built in.
If you're on a protein diet, right? Keto. Look at this salad we just made.
We got you covered.
And you could do, you know what I would do with this is I would do like a sesame ginger dressing on top of that.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, I would say in general, I only did a few slices here. I don't even know if that was even like, I mean, 1/8. I mean, that's.
But you know what's funny? That would fill me. Like that, I'm a big guy, but with the salad. By the way, also really good if you want to do like a lo mein, right? You could use our miracle noodles, which we have here, or you can use whatever noodle you like. You can slice the pork. It almost has the flavor. Do you know char siu pork?
Yes.
Char siu, it almost has
like
a char siu.
and right?
Yeah, with the red, it's a real red sort of a barbecue, Japanese barbecue. If you like that kind of stuff, and I love char siu, right? When I was a kid, we used to go to this place called the Golden House, and my parents would bring us there. It was like Disneyland. We'd go there, we'd eat the noodles, we had so much fun. But if you want to make stuff like this at home and get your kids involved, because the nice thing about this is it's already cooked.
Yes.
You know, you don't have to do any work. You're basically just warming, slicing, and figuring out what you want to do with it. Right?
Yes, it's again, it's all about making it easy, but giving you the ability to do some fun things
how
that
many
maybe
left?
you wouldn't do. Yeah, go ahead.
I got 5 dozen left in auto ship.
Whoa.
And about 175 in single ship. So if you're watching me right now, you're empty nesters, you're retired, and you're like, I really love barbecue, but I am not going out and buying a smoker. I'm not going to sit outside in the cold. And because most of us, barbecue goes away in the winter.
That's right.
Your barbecue
you can't. Yeah.
This is barbecue flavor while it's snowing outside, which is unbelievable. All right, Carrie, show us what we got one more time.
What's incredible about this is that you're getting 3 1.5 pound pieces, right? So that is one piece. And again, Look at the char marks on that. Look at that. You're gonna feed about 4 to 5 people just from one tenderloin. So if you just wanted to take one out because you're having people over for a dinner or it's your family or something like that, this will do the job. You've got 3 of those. So what I love is if you're gonna be doing a big feast and having a whole bunch of people over, chop it all up like we've done here at this platter and give yourself an amazing way to feed a large amount of people. Or use this as I'm doing. You see me making tacos, you see me making sandwiches, you see me making, these are like nice little appetizers.
Yeah.
The one that I didn't get to talk about was the sweet potato. Those are cinnamon apples. We actually did slow cooked cinnamon apples on top, and then we put the pork on top. That's going to be a flavor explosion because apples with pork is just an amazing mix.
That looks so good.
And then you're putting the sweet potato in there, so it's giving you that power carb, but it's also giving you the protein of the pork, and it's giving you a little fun with the cinnamon apples, right? So
Yeah.
I love that you can have a good time with this and really serve it in so many different ways. And over here is just, if you're really watching what you're eating and you're just looking for a great protein with some flavor in it,
Little couscous.
let the sweet glaze on this, just take your asparagus and it's a little quinoa there. And you know, that would be how much, Guy, at a restaurant?
This plate right here?
Yeah.
$20.
At least.
$20.
At
And
least.
I'm not talking like downtown. I'm talking like if you found some joint.
Yeah.
You know, and you wanted to just get some barbecue. You know, it's funny though. Barbecue places are not cheap.
Not anymore.
Like, I'll get a rack of ribs, and there's a couple barbecue places, $30 for a rack of ribs.
Yes.
It's expensive.
I've seen it.
So you are getting a really top-of-the-line quality product. By the way, I believe this is the lowest price we've ever done on it.
It really is.
It was $79 the last time we
You're
had it.
right.
Yeah.
You're right. This is incredible.
So you're getting a great deal on that. It is on sale, award-winning. All right, we're not going to say goodbye to you yet.
Okay.
We have truffles coming up in the next hour. Give me a minute on those truffles.
So, okay, what's
You get
great
4
about
boxes.
these truffles